Hey, what's up guys? It's Odimi here, and today I'm going to be bringing you my first commentary on the Wii U. Yes, it's a big moment. I'm very excited. If you guys haven't seen my last gameplay, I suggest you go check that one out. It was my very first match in Black Ops 2. It was on Meltdown, I believe, and it was a really fun game. I got owned towards the beginning, but I was able to come back, and I was able to get my score positive, which is always a good thing. But today, actually, the match I'm bringing you today is actually my second match that I made. The second match that I played, and nice aiming there, Chris. Yeah, look at that aim. Sorry, guys, that was absolutely horrific aiming. I don't know what I was doing. My settings were still a bit off in this match, but I think it was between either this match or it was during this match that I found like the perfect sweet spot for my settings, and now that's what I'm using right now, and it's working beautifully actually. So this was my second match, and it was on carrier, and it was a really good match. I actually led the team. I guess I couldn't say lead the team, but I was at the top of the scoreboard for the team when we finished. So, and I did have KD that was much higher than anybody else, so I'm quite pleased about that. But so far, I am absolutely loving Black Ops 2 on the Wii U. I love it. I prefer it way more than the PS3. The connection is so much better. Iconboy was right. I mean, I listened to his commentary, and he said that the connection plays much smoother than the Xbox. I'm like, okay, well, this is probably what it's going to be. You've got like 50 people online when he was playing it at the time. So I'm like, well, the servers are going to be bogged down, and it's going to be disaster when I get on. And actually, I'm wrong. It's amazing. The connection is so stable. I have like a 4 bar the entire time. On the PS3, I fluctuate between like a 3 and a 2. And I think there's about 3,000 people on Black Ops 2 right about now. So I believe across the board for all Nintendo consoles for Call of Duty, I believe there's probably about 50,000 people online. For the 3,000 for Black Ops 2 on the Wii U, and I think there's about 30,000 on Black Ops 1 on the Wii. I think there's like 10,000 on, I don't know, Modern Warfare 3, maybe a couple hundred on Modern Warfare Reflex. But yeah, so far I'm loving the game. I am using the newbie weapon here, guys. I'm sorry, but it's pretty much like the first weapon you unlock in the game, so I decided to, take advantage and use it for all it's worth, because I need to get, some good scores right off the bat, get my KD up, get my win-loss up, be really good. So, yeah, having a lot of fun here. Carrier, I actually like. I like this map a lot. A lot of people hate Carrier, I think. I'm pretty sure it's not one of the top maps, but I actually like it a lot. Really like the layout. A lot of people pull out assault rifles, I believe, on this, this type of map, because it's very, it's a very, you get a lot of long shots, long corridors, I guess, where you can. An assault rifle will be very beneficial because, long open pathways, very good lines of sight. And I'm actually picking up my lightning strike here, which I actually never got in the other, in Black Ops 2 on the PS3. I never got a lightning strike. I was just so bad. My KD on Black Ops 2 on the PS3 was at .98. Like, that's just terrible. .98 of a KD. Come on, man. This one, though, it's much better. I don't know what my KD is right now, but it's far superior to that. It's probably like twice that now. I think I do have the highest KD in Black Ops 2 now than any other Call of Duty that I played before. And I, for some reason, just as Iconboy said in his video, playing with the Wiimote in HD at 60 frames per second is one of the best experiences I've ever had playing video games in my life. It was so much fun playing with the Wiimote. It was, I mean, it's unreal to think that we can now play the Wiimote in HD at 60 frames per second with a stable connection on a great game. It's basically we have the full package now. It is exactly the same game. Well, almost. The only difference, I believe, is the ground war. It's only 8v8, where everybody else is 9v9. But in every other way, this game is exactly the same as the ones on the other consoles, and it's so great. Finally, I guess the Wii U or Nintendo is getting more respect in the community, simply because now there's no real points to be made about the flaws and deficiencies of the console. There's no more graphics argument. So what is your argument now? What makes this inferior to everything else? There is no argument anymore. In fact, this game is probably superior than any other because you have the multiple control options, giving you a wide range of options for the player to, customize it and do whatever you want. And it's in that way, customization at least, far outclasses the other consoles. But as I stated before, we're on carrier here with the PDW, and yeah, we do pretty well. I'm not entirely sure what the score was, but as I said before, we do get the top. We do get number one on the scoreboard. Number one on the scoreboard, and it was a very entertaining match. And actually, the match I'll have after this was my third match. I only played, I think, 3 matches before I stopped recording. I think I had to come upstairs and do something. I can't really remember. But I played like 3 matches before I had to stop recording. But yeah, so the quality is really looking good. The HD PVR worked out flawlessly, and so far it's been great. And I am going to try next video. I have a stabilization option or something on my MacBook, which I think smooths the movements. It makes it very like silky smooth. How easily I guess the jerky movements are smoothed out, and it makes it look a lot better. I'll be trying that with the third gameplay to take a look and see how it is. But yeah, right now the quality is really good. I've had a couple comments already asking me what do you record with. I've answered those promptly, which is great. This HD PVR, I heard a lot of problems about it. I heard people hated it. It didn't work. So far, I'm loving the thing. I think it works perfect. At one point though, I did have a panic attack because I was trying to set up the settings for my Wii U, and I chose 1080p so the Wii U would broadcast in 1080p. And then when I looked on the screen, on my TV screen, the quality was like crap, and I freaked out for a second because I was like, oh my god, am I going to have to play in 480p in order to record here? I've got an HD PVR. But the good thing was I brought it down to 1080i quality, and it worked perfectly. It now has the perfect quality. I brought it down to 720p, and that actually did reduce the quality a bit more. So I'm playing at 1080i now on the TV, which is perfect. Because technically my TV can't even support 1080i because it only has 768 pixels wide. So I don't even know how it's broadcasting in 1080i. But either way, I've got the best quality out of my TV. Got great quality on the PVR, and so far I'm loving the game. And I know I've got tons of people asking me what my Nintendo ID is. If you go back to my third video before my last Dazzle gameplay, I left an annotation throughout the entire video of telling you what my ID is. But I'll tell you again right now. It's lowercase x, capital O, lowercase d, lowercase y, lowercase m, and lowercase a. Exodema. That is my that is my Nintendo ID. Yeah, guys. So we've got about a minute left in the gameplay. So yeah, that's all I wanted to tell you about. I'm loving the game so far. I love it way more than the PS3 version. I just think it's so much better. I mean, this is a great step for Nintendo in general, and our community. We've been abused and made fun of for the last 5 years over graphics and crap, and now finally we're into the HD era with a game that can easily compete with any other console. And yeah, so hopefully I'll be bringing you guys another commentary tomorrow, my third match. And yeah, so that's about it. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay chill, and I'll talk to you soon. Alright, thanks. Bye.
Changing! I've got you.